Alright, hold on. So you're telling me two grown men fought in jail and somehow both of them walked out saying they won? Nah, somebody's lying. Now look, 4Extra and Jap5 been going back and forth for years about this prison fight. But here's the problem. Their stories don't match, details keep changing, and now new proof just dropped. So today, we're breaking this all the way down. What really happened in that jail fight, and did 4Extra low-key exaggerate his whole story? Stay with me. So let's rewind, right? Back in November 23rd, 2023, 4Extra pulls up to talk with Capone, and he starts telling the story like he was the main character. According to 4Extra, he fought Jap5, he handled business, and Jap5 basically got beat so bad he fell over the table. Yeah, that's how he told it. And then he goes even further. He says Jap5 was making up stories about fighting other people before him, basically calling him a sore loser.
You know, you've been going viral for your fight with Jap5.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I've been seeing that shit.
Can you talk about that a little bit, man? Well, what happened with that?
Well, you know shit. They asked me a question and I answered it. Okay. You know what I'm talking about? So he come in, bang on him. Where you from? Hoover. 40 Crip. We gotta get in. Yeah, you gotta get down, go to the back. So we go to the back after, doing chow and shit, lunch and shit, passing our thing, going to the stairs. You know what I'm talking about, where we squabble at. Dead homies immediately get up in there, what? 40 Crip, get squabbling, get cracking and shit. Boom, I crack him, he fly over the table. You know what I'm talking about? That's what makes a real commit to his loss. But he didn't want to commit to his loss. You get what I'm saying? But he was one of them that took a loss. You get what I'm saying? He took a loss from you. A lot of took a loss from me. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of was there and he tried to say, he ran 3 phase and he got Dolphin. Nigga, that shit never happened.
So at this point, if you're watching this back then, you're thinking 4Extra stood on business, and that's that.
Off the back, the was the enemy.
Because for almost 2 years, that was the only version of the story out there until 2026 hit. Now fast forward, Jap5 gets released from prison January 23rd, 2026 after doing about 5 years. And listen, he did not waste time. On March 24th, 2026, he sits down with DJ Vladtv and immediately starts breaking down the whole fight. But here's the difference. Jap5 is specific. He gives a timeline. He talks about before, during, and after the fight. And one of the biggest things he says is he fought other people before even getting to 4Extra. Now that's important because that directly contradicts everything 4Extra said.
He's a liar, first of all.
Okay.
It really wasn't even it was more of like a tussle. It wasn't even no fight. So basically I landed in the dorm, and when I walked in, I remember he got off the phone and he asked me, where you from, little boy? Like at the time I was probably 19 years old, 126 pounds. So he where you from, little boy? I'm from West Side Hoover. He stop playing. I'm nah, I'm from Hoover. He you from Hoover? I'm yeah. He oh yeah, cuz you know who I am? I'm nah. I'm 4Extra's 40 Crip. I'm yep, I'm Infant Jap the shooter, West Side Hoover. He oh yeah, you got fades. So I'm all right, bet. But then he told me, he you too small for me. I'm not gonna get down with you, but you gonna get down with my homies. So I'm all right, bet. So he gave me 2 fades. He you gonna get down with the homie Baby Cisco, and you gonna get down with the homie Stone for 5'7". So we at lunchtime we went up the stairs. We lined up the fades, and I ended up doing my shit. I ended up performing on both of them. I got the best of both of his homies that he put on me. So he was hot. I seen it in his face. He was mad as fuck. He was pacing back and forth. He was balling up his fist. He was gasping. So I already knew it was bad. I said, then on top of that, I just ran 2 fades. So I'm all right, fuck it. So he come over there. He started taking off his shirt. Once he started taking off his shirt, I'm damn, I already know, it's bad. So he on 40 Crip, that's out. I need that. So I'm damn. I'm let me catch my breath, cuz. He that's out on 40s. I'm let me catch my breath. He that's out. I'm man, let me catch my breath. He tried to bomb on me. So when he started bombing on me, we start wrestling. So while we wrestling and shit, I'm trying not to let him hit me, because I said, I just ran 2 fades back to back. So I'm I'm not trying to let him hit me, because at the time he was a big dude. He was 26 years old. He probably was a little bigger than what I am now. But on top of that, I said, I'm 5'7". He 6'2", 6'3". I said, he a big boy. So I'm trying to basically run from him. I'm trying to get from up under him. So he trying to slam me. He trying to do the most. So basically he ended up overpowering me. He threw his body at me, overpowered me. I fell. I said, I bounced up. The police start flashing us hey, stop fucking horse playing, whatever. He we just playing. They the police stop horse playing or y'all gonna both go to the hole. So when they say that, he go his way. He have super theatricals, run upstairs, 40 Crip, I go my way. So that was the end of it. After the whole little shit, he came over there, he like, I respect you. Like, your homies don't come in here. Like, you the only Hoover that came in here, that ran your face, that did this, that did that. Like, he like, I respect you. So we ate together after that. We worked out together after that. Like, we done went to court a few times, tripped in the tanks together. I done ran fades, watched him run fades with other little people that he beef with. Like, it was smooth. Like, you know, we was cool. So it's like 10 years later, I'm in prison and I hear that you did this interview talking about how you fucked me over. Like, man, stop popping it. Like, you're lying. It didn't happen like that. Your homie Bad News, no, it didn't happen like that from 9-0. It was a few. Avalon Blue from Five Trey Avalon was in there. No Nose from Bounty Hunters. It was a bunch of people in there like that know that it didn't happen the way that he said. So
and this is where 4Extra kind of fumbled, because after Jap5's interview starts going viral, 4Extra pops back out. On April 2nd, 2026, he's back on Capone, and this time sitting next to Crip Mac. And if you know Crip Mac, you know he doesn't just sit there quiet for nothing. So 4Extra starts explaining the fight again, trying to clear his name, but he accidentally tells on himself. This man basically admits Jap5 did squabble other people before him. Wait, what? So now he's saying the same thing he called a lie before.
So how did it go? Did he run his 2 fades? And then you won the 3rd fade, or how did it go?
Cuz squabble and cuz squabble me. Cuz squabble and cuz squabble me.
What?
On the dead homies, cuz it wasn't no, he was out of breath. It was on thing, cuz, on 40 Crip, cuz.
Now, think about this. If your story changes like that, that's not a new detail. That's a contradiction. And the craziest part, Crip Mac just sitting there quiet. No bucking him, no reacting, no energy. And remember, Crip Mac already admitted he lost to Jap5. So if anything, he would respect the truth more than anything. That silence? Yeah, that's it a lot. That's it a lot.
Like, he was the only rider in the county.
you ain't no Hoover killer. Keep the set out your mouth.
Even though I be on my enemies, because lying. Lupe, I'm so hungry!
That just glitched, man.
I be on my enemies.
Now boom, so just when you think it couldn't get crazier, April 6, 2026 hits. Adam22 brings Wack100 on his platform, and this is where things get real. Adam22 says there's proof that Jap5 fought 2 people before 4Extra. Not just talk, actual confirmation.
Jap sent me screenshots from both of the dudes confirming that that's how it went down. Because 4Extra said that's not how it went down.
I told Jap to come up here, but he said, you know, you be doing. I said, he ain't gonna do that on our show. We just gonna build. And he said, you know, you had the pain. Maybe you got to change your heart. This just last week.
I mean, how could he not with me?
I'm telling you.
Just because I hang out with C-Mac?
No, I don't think he give a fuck about a C-Mac. C-Mac glazes Jap5 so much.
So now, let's line everything up. 4Extra first said it didn't happen. Jap5 said it did happen. 4Extra later admits it did happen. Adam22 confirms it did happen with screenshots. Yeah, that's not looking too good for 4Extra. At this point, it's not even about who won the fight anymore. It's about who told the truth. But hey, I just gotta say this though. Jap5 squabbling multiple dudes back to back and then still fighting 4Extra. Man, listen, if I see somebody built like 4Extra staring at me in jail, I'm minding my own business immediately. And don't forget, this is the same dude who lost his fingers to fireworks. Turns out fireworks was his real ops this whole time, bro. So now I gotta ask you all, yeah, who do you believe? Did 4Extra exaggerate his story, or you all think both of them just telling it their own way? And the real question, if they run it back one-on-one, who y'all go in? 4Extra or Jap5?
Dinner's ready!